In today's video, I'm going to be going over my pros and cons of the brand new Galaxy Tab A11 Plus. Obviously, this came out yesterday in the United States of America everywhere. It's available at Metro by T-Mobile. It's available at Best Buy Unlocked, Target, Amazon.com if you guys want to pick this up, and many other carriers out there. But there are some things that I found on this device I do not like, and of course, some big things that I really do like about this device. So in this video, I'm going to be going over those right now. In the same fashion that I do all of these pros and cons videos in, I'm going to go ahead and start off with the good, and then we're going to get into some of the things I dislike about this device. First and foremost, of course, in Samsung fashion, we get 7 years of operating system updates and Android 16 out of the box. So beautiful to see that we have Android 16, UI 8.0 straight out of the box, and even better to see that we have a full 7 years support on this tablet right here. So if you guys are worried about security patches or operating system updates on this device, you do not need to worry because they are going to have you covered for almost a decade, which is honestly pretty crazy, especially for the price tag of $249. Samsung is one of the best out there when keeping their promises for updates. So very, very impressive stuff on a sub $300 tablet. Next thing I really do like about this device, and it was a gripe about the Galaxy A9 Plus, and that has to be that we have 25-watt wired charging on this device. We still don't have wireless charging on here. However, that's not really too big of a deal since this is a budget tablet, but we did go up from 15 watts to 25 watts. So of course, this tablet, it has a huge battery. It has a big battery, and it's just nice to see that we got that quality of life upgrade from 15 watts to 25 watts. So this charges much quicker than the Galaxy A9 Plus. Now, the next big thing about this tablet, or the next upgrade this tablet got, or the next Pro for that matter, is that we now have the MediaTek Dimensity 7300 processor, upgraded, of course, from the Snapdragon 695 5G that we received in the Galaxy A9 Plus. So really excited about that. We're using a 4nm chip rather than a 6nm chip we had in the A9 Plus. So we have a really big upgrade right here in terms of the CPU speed and everything else. So great to see that. I've definitely noticed the fluidity on this. We are going to be doing a gaming video on this very soon, but this is going to be a quicker, snappier, and more fluid tablet than the Galaxy A9 Plus. Great increase from the Galaxy A9 Plus. Beautiful to see it. Next pro about this device has to be the exceptional speakers on this device. We are loaded up with 4 different speakers on this device, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Great to see that, especially on a sub $300 tablet. Insane speakers on this, though. They are absolutely exceptional. They have some very nice bass, and they feel very balanced. So yeah, very loud, very nice bassy speakers, minimal tin. I am going to give you guys a little bit of an example right here. So let's go ahead and show you how these speakers sound. Obviously, this isn't going to do justice, but it's great to see that we have 4 banging speakers on the Galaxy A11 Plus. Moving on, the 5th Pro has to be that we have 6 gigabytes of RAM and 128 gigabytes of internal storage. That was a big deal on the Galaxy A9 Plus. A lot of people complained about that we only had 64 gigabytes of internal storage on the base model, and of course only 4 gigabytes of RAM on that base model as well. So of course the base model on the Galaxy A11 Plus has a much more appropriate RAM space at 6 gigabytes of RAM and 128 gigabytes of internal storage. Big upgrade right there. Double the storage, 2 more gigabytes of RAM. That A9 Plus really, that wasn't a good move on Samsung's end, honestly, with that 64 gigabytes of internal storage. That was very low. Even in 2024 standards, when you have most video games or most applications being a gigabyte, and of course you're going to have a lot of that space taken away when you boot up the tablet. So great choice from Samsung, doubling that storage. That was a really big upgrade from the Galaxy A9 Plus. Now, speaking of storage, The next pro is going to have to do with storage as well, and that's going to be that we have expandable storage via micro SD card up to 2 terabytes. So if you guys want to expand your storage on here, you guys want to hold a bunch of different ROMs, you want to hold a bunch of different photos or videos or certain stuff like that. This isn't adoptable storage, but this is storage that you can hold a ton of media on, a ton of different, files on and stuff like that. Great to see we can hold up to 2 terabytes of storage via micro SD card on here in 2026. Amazing to see that, considering there's many other tablets out there that don't have this option and they're $800 more. But yeah, beautiful to see that we have the option to expand storage on this device. And last but not least has to be the premium all aluminum build on the Galaxy Tab A11 Plus. Of course, this is essentially going to be the same thing that we received on the Galaxy A9 Plus, and I'm still here for it. I really do like it. Of course, a lot of people can say them bezels are big, and they are big, but the thing I like about them is we have room to actually go ahead and hold the tablet without tapping on the screen and getting those ghost touches. So honestly, not the biggest deal in the world, especially if you're chilling out, laying down, watching YouTube or scrolling through Instagram or playing some games or watching Netflix. Those bezels do kind of disappear. So it's not the biggest deal in the world. And that last pro is just going to be the form factor. Very, very premium form factor on here. And again, they saved the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack for us budget tech users, so great to see that on here. All right, everybody, getting into the dreaded cons on the Galaxy Tab A11 Plus. There was one really big one in mind, and we're going to go ahead and start off with that, and that's obviously going to be that we have a TFT LCD display on this device. So the viewing angles, honestly, they're not too bad, and you're not going to notice it unless you're using the gyroscope and playing like a game that makes you turn the tablet like that. Head on, this still looks really good. Samsung has some great contrast, colors, and clarity when watching movies and TV shows, so it's not going to be the biggest deal in the world, but just know that this is a TFT LCD display. I'm hoping that the next release of like the Galaxy A12 Plus or something like that is going to be an AMOLED display, or at least just not a TFT display. Again, not the biggest deal in the world. This tablet is $249, and we're probably going to see some really good deals on this very, very soon. Second con is going to be there is no fingerprint sensor on this device anywhere to be found. I was hoping they were going to put that on the power button right there at the top of the tablet, but they did no such thing. We do have, of course, their facial recognition, biometrics, and of course, numerical codes, pattern codes, and stuff like that if you guys want to use a physical password. But as far as the biometrics, all we have is facial recognition. I'm hoping that next time they do improve upon this and add a fingerprint sensor finally. And last but not least, no power supply inside of the tablet's box. I was just hoping that, for the tablet users out there, they were going to get a wall charger, and that's something that we're probably not going to see ever again, at least in the United States. In Europe and many other countries, you have to send the tablet out with a wall charger to follow the regulations of that country. So yeah, for the United States of America, it doesn't look like we're going to be getting wall chargers and boxes anytime soon, unless it's like a OnePlus device or something like that. But yeah, no power supply in the Galaxy Tab A11 Plus's box, which is kind of a shame because there are many people out there that use an iOS device like a Apple iPhone 15, and they just want some cheap tablet to do their schoolwork on and stuff like that, and they don't have anything to charge their device with. I just think it's kind of a shame, honestly. But yeah, guys, those were my pros and cons on the brand new Galaxy Tab A11 Plus. What do you guys think about this tablet? Do you have this tablet? Are you thinking about buying it? Are you going to pass? Let me know in the comments section down below. But this has been Safon from TechRight. Hopefully you guys have a beautiful rest of your day. Peace out, Tech Gang.